On August the 4th, Bending Spoons, who are the acquirers of Evernote, Vimeo, WeTransfer, have done an agreement to purchase Airtable for $1.2 billion in cash. Nothing has changed yet, but you may be looking for Airtable alternatives. Yes, Airtable isn't the only tool that can manage your databases and use AI to help you do the job. And in today's video, we're going to unpack 9 other alternatives to consider. All of the tools that we're mentioning in today's video will be linked in the description, and we'll try to include discounted rates if and where possible. Today's video is brought to you by Granola. It's my go-to meeting tool, well worth checking out if you want to upgrade your next meeting. So my first option on the list is Notion. Notion is amazing for all-rounders. It's sort of this really good value package where you can bring all of your project management, your team's collaboration and documentation into one house. Yes, it's got the ability to manage databases and documents in one place, which Airtable didn't do as well. Now, it's roughly the same price as Airtable, but it does throw in a load of benefit. For example, the guest access is much better, and you also have capabilities like AI meeting note takers, enterprise search, and so much more baked into the business plan. Next up on our list is one called Baserow, and I've had to play around with this. Think of this one as an open source alternative to Airtable. I think there's 3 reasons why people are considering this. It's because it's an open source relational database, meaning you can self-host it on sites like AWS, Cloud Run, or Helm, making it self-managed, which gives you more control around the access of the information. And there's also 500 external app users as part of the free plan. Airtable charges you $120 only for 15, but you get 500 free as part of Baserow. This also has an AI within it called Kuma, and it's good for editing tables, interacting with it, and building external facing apps. Next up is one called Superhuman Documents. This one used to be called Coda, but now it's part of the Superhuman suite. Now, whilst it's still being built and being created and crafted into what it is today, if it goes on the same pricing, the previous pricing, it's a lot more cost effective because they'll throw in things like Grammarly and also Superhuman Mail and the other capabilities that Superhuman Suite have as well. And it's databases, documents, and a good AI system that is constantly growing. This one I probably pitch more as a bit like a Notion, where there's more value as part of the package that your team might benefit from too. And it's not just around databases and that side of stuff. Next up in my list is one called Fibery. This is one I want to do a full in-depth review, so if you're not subscribed yet, do hit subscribe. This one's a great one for those who are more creative. It's roughly the same price, slightly cheaper than the likes of Airtable, but it packs in a little bit more. The application does databases, views, formula, documents, and whiteboard as well. Now, the whiteboard looks super interactive and allowing you to be a lot more creative about how you bring together interactive relational databases while still being in a creative view. The free tier covers up to 10 people within a team, and observers and guests are free as part of every plan. And the AI capabilities are always growing, and whenever I see this app, it seems like it's going from strength to strength. The next one is SmartSuite. It's really best for compliance. I see this very popular with governance, risk, and compliance-based companies, and there's only 2,000 businesses using it because there are businesses that are in these sort of realms. It's more like an Airtable, but for those type of companies, really tailored and managed with AI that matches those skills for those type of companies. Here's the catch. There's no free plan at all, and you're going to have 3 to 5 minimum users for each account. So again, very suitable for governance, risk, and compliance options. Next one is ClickUp. This one is best for project management and is really popular in the AI space. They throw in a lot of features, a little bit like Notion, into one application, which for you and your team might be a great job at helping to carve out what you need. It does chat, documents, whiteboards, and it has the database capabilities. Now, these guys have been working really hard with their Brain 2 platform that is basically the AI layer so that you can serve up information, whether that's creating documents, asking a question, or whatever, using the context within ClickUp. Now, personally, if you're using ClickUp, it probably does about 90% of things well, whereas it doesn't do 100% of things well, if that makes sense. It does a lot of things, but not necessarily everything perfectly. So again, assess this as an option, especially good value when it starts from $7 once you get onto the plans. So my next option is like ClickUp, and it's called Monday.com. This one's great for project management, and more recently within their platform, they not only have the way to bring in spreadsheets and things like that, but they allow you to take that data, like you would in a database in Airtable, and turn it into something else. This is called vibe coding, as many people know it, and I believe Monday call it Monday Vibe. It's like a separate product. It allows you to turn internal information into external information, or just keep it internal to build tools. So if you and your team teams are looking to build a project tracker that everyone in the company can view, bring in all the insights and context, then you can do that using Monday Vibe. A very interesting platform that's really delving into AI agents right now, very similar to ClickUp and well worth checking out. As I mentioned, all of these apps will be linked in the description, including discounts and deals if you're interested. The final two are a little bit different, but they do serve as great alternatives to Airtable. They are Softr, which is a powerful way to build apps. And let me dive into that one first. So this one, imagine this one as a way where you can take a database, you can host it in Softr if you want, or you can bring it in from Google Sheets, Airtable, whatever it may be, and then be able to connect it to a front end that you build using an AI copilot or a co-builder, as they call it. You can also then connect it with workflows. So if you want to be able to build an external app for your, hairdressing salon business or a client portal for interacting with as a freelancer, then you can build this and connect it with the services that you use with workflows every single day. But the great thing is you've got that database as a layer to interact with it. So it's great if you're looking to take things to the next level, but actually interact directly with a live site. Now, the same premise goes for our final app choice, and that's Zite. This one again is incredibly popular because you can describe the app that you want to build, plug it in with what databases you have, and then it goes and starts building that with you. This one is really good because it's got a good range of templates, good KI capabilities, and there's also a form-based experience called Fillout, which helps to build it even further. These guys got some great videos on their own YouTube channel to outline how you can potentially use this. So those were our Airtable alternatives. If you want to check the manual and conscription, you can. We'll include the best rate we can possibly find over on Toolfinder 2. So thanks very much for stopping by today. If you're sad about the fact that Airtable is now owned by Bending Spoons, this may be your opportunity to check these out. But Airtable won't expect to change as the deal is not officially done. But most importantly, it's likely they'll probably keep things a lot the same, improve the operations, and move on if you're interested. They've done that with Evernote, and Evernote seems to be a better product and obviously more invested in, more focused on, which is great news. So thanks very much for stopping by. I hope this helped you get a better outline of which Airtable alternatives to pick. Thanks very much, and thanks for using Toolfinder to help find your go-to business software. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio.